Good morning and welcome to Morning Bro, your Saturday, July 25th sports update. On today's show, first, Tadej Pogačar pulls off a mountain heist for the ages on Alpe d'Huez. Second, golfer Michael Kim goes chasing the magic number and cards a 59. Third, Noah Lyles and Azzi Richardson slam the door shut at the U.S. Championships. Fourth, a home hero cracks Australia's grip on the pool in Glasgow. And finally, a rookie rewrites the record books at WNBA All-Star Weekend. There's a must-watch video for every single one of those, and the links are all in the show notes. Before we get into it, the full write-up and every video highlight are free to subscribers at morningbro.substack.com. Let's get into it. First up, the Tour de France and a stage win they'll be talking about for years. On stage 19, the punishing climb from Gap up to the 21 hairpins of Alpe d'Huez, Tadej Pogačar was more than 3 minutes behind the leaders with 12 kilometers to go. And he still won. The yellow jersey attacked from the very bottom of the climb, rode the whole way up without a single teammate, and hunted down Richard Carapaz and Lenny Martinez inside the final kilometer and a half before kicking clear. It's his 5th stage win of this tour and the 26th of his career. Martinez was second, Carapaz third. And here's the kicker: Pogačar climbed the Alpe faster than anyone in history, erasing a record Marco Pantani set nearly 30 years ago. He now leads the whole race by more than 7 minutes. Next, golf, and a round most players only dream about. In the second round of the 3M Open in Minnesota, Michael Kim caught fire, rolling in 12 birdies for 12 under 59. That's just the 15th score of 59 in tour history, and only one shot away from Jim Furyk's all-time record of 58. He finished it off in style, too, draining a 24-foot birdie putt on the last and pumping his fist as it dropped. It shot him to the top of the leaderboard at 14 under, leaving even Scotty Scheffler trailing in his wake. Moving on to the track. The heats were just a warm-up. Friday night was the statement. At the U.S. Championships in New York, Noah Lyles blazed to his 3rd national 100-meter title in 9.79 seconds. That's the fastest time in the world this year, matching his own personal best from his Olympic gold 2 years ago, and he did it after a shaky start he simply ran straight through. Ronnie Baker and Kenny Bednark chased him home, both in 9.88. On the women's side, Azzi Richardson looked like a champion again, clocking 10.77 to hold off Kayla White. With World Championship spots now locked up, America's sprinters are peaking at exactly the right time. Next, the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, and the moment the home crowd came for. On the first night of finals, Scotland's Duncan Scott powered to gold in the 200-meter individual medley in 1 minute, 56.38, a Commonwealth Games record, and the host nation's very first title of these games. He surged ahead on the backstroke, held firm through the breaststroke, and pulled clear of New Zealand's Lewis Clareburt. The bronze went to England's Tom Dean, who happens to be Scott's training partner and close friend. It was a rare crack in a night otherwise dominated by Australia, but this one belonged to Scotland. And finally, WNBA All-Star Weekend in Chicago, where the rookies aren't waiting their turn. Dallas Wings first pick Azzi Fudd lit up the three-point contest, draining her opening rack clean and dropping 30 points in the final to hold off Bridget Carleton. That makes her the first rookie ever to win the event in its 13-year history. The former UConn star has long been called one of the purest shooters in the game, and she proved it under the brightest lights. The All-Star game itself tips off tonight. And before we go, yesterday's answer. The question was, which Grand Tour did Richard Carapaz win in 2019 to become the first Ecuadorian ever to claim one? The answer, the Giro d'Italia, which Carapaz won in 2019 to make history for Ecuador. Now for today's question. Azzi Fudd just became the first rookie to win the WNBA All-Star three-point contest. But who holds the record for the most wins in that contest, having taken the title 4 times? Be the first to reply with the right answer for the bragging rights, and I'll have the answer for you tomorrow. That's your Saturday briefing. All of today's must-watch highlights are linked for free at morningbro.substack.com. Thanks for listening to Morning Bro, enjoy the sport, and I'll see you tomorrow.